Hello, I'm Laura Jo Gunter, President and CEO of NAIT, the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology. As a post-secondary institution, we believe that every day is a good day to do something to improve the lives of others. Our instructors and staff have remained committed to this despite the recent challenges. Whether they are teaching on campus or off, they work to ensure that our students continue to receive a high-quality polytechnic education, as well as the services needed to support their well-being during this time. But when Fountain Tire's CEO, Brent Heshe, came to us with a challenge, we realized just how broad our impact as one of Alberta's largest post-secondary institutes can be. As a former chair of the NAIT Board of Governors and a longtime friend of the Institute, Brent invited us to participate in the Three Things for Neighbours community campaign. We were grateful for the opportunity. In response, we tried to meet these three unique needs. One was the increased demand at the Edmonton Food Bank, where usage spiked early last spring. Another need was to ensure adequate veterinarian care for pets in Alberta. Over the pandemic, adoptions rose dramatically. And finally, we were able to help ensure that a long tradition of serving the homeless population was able to continue at a local community services centre. Here is more on each of those projects.
We had, we worked with the Hope Mission, the Marion Center, or Madonna House. They're a small mission in the city center that feeds and helps clothe the homeless. George Spady, as I mentioned, McDougall House was another one. Everyone had to pivot in regards to how we were doing things. So a lot of the items that we were able to offer really supported this change with how people needed to pivot to be able to service and provide support to those in need. There was probably about a total of, so for the food value that was donated, it was 10,750, right in that ballpark. There was pickles, olives, these kinds of things. We also had canned products. There was grains, so rices, pastas, pork, chicken, things like that. Of course, it feels great. You know, it's fantastic. The whole team was, so happy and joyful that we could support in another fashion, that we could take our loss and turn it into someone else's gain. And really, that's really what community is all about. And one of the things that I love about being here at NAIT, because of our community impact and in so many different ways. But this was so fantastic. It felt so great, and especially with everything that was going on at the time with COVID.
We are a satellite clinic, and we're the longest running satellite clinic in Canada of the main blood bank, which is in Winnipeg. We have had amazing dedicated program and dedicated owners and clients that bring their animals month after month. So basically, since 2001, we hold a total of 11 blood banks in a year. When the pandemic happened about a year ago now, NAIT was shut down for a few months totally. So the blood bank didn't happen for at least 6 months. And I was one that was greatly advocating for getting the momentum started and getting the blood bank reopened at NAIT. And we're very fortunate that our dean is very supportive of the blood bank. So in October, we started again, and we are following very strict COVID protocol. I said that I've been involved with the blood bank since 2013. I've seen days where we held the blood bank. There's a snowstorm, there's ice, the roads are bad, and I'm thinking nobody's going to come, and they all come. So it's amazing.
Having that blood available as an option, as a treatment option for them, opens so many more doors. And we don't just need blood when it comes to trauma. If you think about, you don't want to think about all the things, but there are lots of different things where our pets have a traumatic incident and they need a blood transfusion, whether that's blood itself or clotting factors. Unfortunately, situations like rodenticide poisoning, so getting into rat poisoning, is another situation where they need these clotting factors. They won't have that, and they also need blood originally too. So we can now provide that. That's an option for these things that can happen to just about anybody, unfortunately. There's viruses that are pretty common in puppies, and so having fresh frozen plasma available to them can make the difference in a lot of these pets' lives. So having this treatment option that isn't just something that can be manufactured and made more of, that we actually rely on other dogs to provide it can honestly mean the difference between life or death for dogs. And so it's, as a pet parent myself, it is great knowing that we have that option out there in times of need for these pets.
The Boyle Street actually serves a lot of different people, and so it goes to support all of those people that use those services. Well, you know what, we prepare the food, so the Boyle Street will send us all the donations. The retail meat cutting students will debone all the turkeys, wrap them, and then send them over to us. Our students take care of all of the vegetables, preparing the stuffing, the gravy, and cooking and slicing all the turkey. Traditionally, it is a student-run event. It's actually through our student club, so Club Culinaire. Unfortunately, this year with COVID, all of our clubs were moved online, and I felt that if we didn't get involved as staff, that this event wouldn't happen. And I was right. The Boyle Street actually confirmed that, you know what, if we hadn't done this, they couldn't find anybody else that was able to step up and do the event. Like any other event that we do, I put the word out to our staff and had several volunteers. We came in, worked alongside some of the students. So the students did do some preparation, but we got it done. It's just one thing that we do as cooks and as a community. The Edmonton cooking community is very small, and the NAIT community is even smaller, right? And when something needs to happen, we band together and get it done.
Nearly 60 years ago, NAIT was created to serve this province. The ways we do that have evolved over the decades. But what has not changed, however, is our focus on community, be it our students or our neighbors. We know that we are not alone in this concern, and that gives me great confidence in extending the 3 Things for Neighbors Challenge to 3 other people and organizations: Zainul and Ashif Maji, PCL Construction, and Interpipeline. Albertans are resilient people, but we know that support from the community is essential to resilience and will play a key role in Alberta's recovery and future prosperity. We are proud to be part of that community and are eager to do all we can to help its members grow stronger together. Thank you.